The genius behind sport logic. There's no one wiser. Maybe Spock, the original series, but I digress. Let's start by talking about the Cup final. It was a dandy. What did you notice about Tampa's balanced scoring attack against Montreal?
Well, it came up huge for them, Tony, and you watch the Cup final, and other than the penalty kill, where Montreal was so good the entire playoffs and in the final, Tampa Bay was just better in every other facet of the game, and that's ultimately what made the difference. But you look at the even strength scoring by the forward group in Tampa Bay, and this was a theme all playoffs, a big reason for their success. It was up and down the lineup. You get more goals, actually, from the bottom six in the Cup final than you got from the top six at even strength. And what a luxury to have. Of course, Ross Colton's the hero in the final game, scoring the only goal of the game. But the fourth line as well was so good in the Cup final. And I thought John Cooper made a great move when he put Johnson up on the second line for game two with Killorn out. But he realized that fourth line suffered, and he put him back down on the fourth line, Colton on the second line, enabled Tampa to still have that balance, still have that mismatch down low. And the fourth line was so good for the Lightning in the Stanley Cup final. You look at the fact that at 5-on-5, they played just over 20 minutes. They outshot the opposition when they were on the ice. They only gave up one quality shot against from the slot in 5 games of a Stanley Cup final, and they outscored Montreal 3-1 when they were on the ice. So you get that kind of production from a fourth line. You only give up one quality shot in 5 games of a Cup final from a fourth line. That's going to help everything else come together. So I think that was a big part of Tampa Bay's success, just that balance up and down the lineup scoring that they got.
Those numbers dazzling. And talking about John Cooper and his brilliance, there are 6 coaches in the post-expansion era to lead teams to back-to-back titles. Mike Sullivan and John Cooper are the only 2 of the 6 not in the Hall of Fame. You get the sense they might be headed there at some point. I'm headed towards asking you about Tampa's team defense in the Cup Final Series. What did you make of the way that they were able to limit the Habs?
It was outstanding, and the goaltending was such a story with Vasilevsky, who wins the Conn Smythe Trophy. They've got the superstars, Kucherov and Point and Stamkos and all these guys. I just want to make sure the team defense doesn't get lost here, Tony, because it was exceptional. And their ability to protect the house, that slot area, 75% of goals are scored there. Watch all these clips where forwards are back in position to break up passing plays into the slot. This is just from the last game. You got Yanni Gourde doing it. You've got Braden Point doing it. You got Steven Stamkos doing it. That's championship hockey, where you've got forwards in good position to help out the defense. The defense is exceptional. And you look at Montreal in terms of passing pucks into that high danger slot area. In the first 3 rounds, they had about 9 of these completions per game. That number was cut almost in half. Their success rate making those passes, less than 1 in every 4. It was exceptional team defense by the Tampa Bay Lightning that helped them win this Stanley Cup. And we have focused a lot on Vasilevsky having shutouts in all these series-clinching games, 5 going back to the Cup final last year. He's a huge part of it. He's the biggest part of it. But we got to give some respect to Tampa Bay's defense as well for making life as easy as possible in front of them, because they blocked that house area as well as any team I've seen recently.
I listened to Joe Micheletti on the radio call, and his analysis was amazing. He pointed out several times that Montreal is having trouble just getting the puck into the house area, to your point. How much did Tampa's defense contribute to their offense against the Habs?
A lot. Team defense, for sure. You got the blue liners, and they were great, but you've also got, like I said, the forwards who understand that they've got to play in all 3 zones effectively to be successful, and Tampa Bay does that. The amount of times Tampa Bay caused a turnover and then ended up putting the puck in the back of the net, it was a lot. I go back to the Vegas series where Montreal was so good. They managed the puck so well. Only one time in that 6-game series did they turn a puck over and have it be in the back of their net inside of 10 seconds. That happened 12 times in the Stanley Cup final. And some of that's self-inflicted by Montreal, like this one. But again, Tampa Bay does such a good job of pressuring the puck. And then they've got the elite finishing talent to make you pay for it also. So that was a big part of Tampa Bay's success as well, is their pressure game away from the puck. And here you see, again, goals allowed within 10 seconds of a turnover in the Cup final. Tampa Bay managed the puck really well. Only happened to them twice. Montreal 12 times in 5 games. That's an insane number. So the ability to force those turnovers and then make you pay, the Lightning very good in those areas. And again, I give full credit to the coaching staff for how they play, the way they defend in the neutral zone, how hard they make it for Montreal to exit their zone, and then the ability to put the puck in the back of the net when all is said and done also.
Mike Kelly, you're amazing with numbers. What you and I are going to do in the offseason is go to Las Vegas, and we're going to play blackjack. And we're going to use your ability with numbers to be able to put my 2 children through college. Does that sound like a plan?
I'm booking a flight right now, Tone. Let's do it.
Fantastic. Great work.